Everyone, got head coach Ben Olsen here for you. Ben, just to start, how the team prepped this week for another rivalry match, this time on the road up in Dallas.
Well, we got the Austin game out of our system early, talked about that and the good and the bad, and kind of try to kind of you, figure out how to get a result against Dallas. And they're a tricky team right now. The results haven't necessarily gone their way at times this year, but still a team we have a lot of respect for. As I tell the guys, it's a very tough league to go on the road, and we've played them there, and it's always a very very difficult game that comes down to a few moments, and that's where we kind of lacked in the Houston game, and we'd like to make the moments count in this game. I'm sure we'll have a few. I'm sure they'll have a few, and we just have to make sure we're on the right side of that.
All right, thanks, Ben. We'll start with Dustin. Dustin, go ahead.
Hey Ben.
Dustin?
Hey, you guys midfield has been a strong point for you. You're coming against the team with guys like ER Mendy, a tough midfield too. How do you see that battle kind of between your two midfields?
Every team now has a player of this ilk, and he's clean. He's able to connect in behind in a with real quality. He doesn't need a lot of time. He's got a range of passing. Certainly, if they want to switch the point of attack to another wing back and they get their overloads there. But he's also really, really clever in and around in our defensive half with little clever soft balls into forwards that are running in behind. So just again, a really high quality player, and we'll treat him with the respect he deserves. In that we want to limit his touches. But every team has this player now in this league, and so we'll do our best against them. But I'm sure we'll have some joy at times.
And just one more from me. You've talked about the plan with Hector and making sure that, you take care of his health and everything. How do you feel he is after one game in here and going forward?
We got through it, and he's trained most of the week. Again, we're always going to have to deal with him over the next month, maybe even more, to make sure that knee isn't overloaded. And so I got a lot of faith in our sports performance crew and the trainers and the doctors. I think they have a good plan for him. It's one he's buying into, and we'll just keep progressing him in the smartest way possible. But yes, of course, we want to get him on the field, and we want to build his minutes. So at times, it may be a few minutes more than he is prescribed because we have to push him. No different than we would do with a typical player in the preseason. So he's going through that, but it was really nice to see him out there, and I think you could see the quality that he brings.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
Hey, Ben. Yeah, I want to ask you, how healthy is this team going to this away trip in Frisco?
Well, it's the healthiest we've been all year. That's for sure. And it's been a winding road to get here, but it's nice to have real options. We'll have a pretty solid bench that whether it's guys coming back, whether it's guys that have also gotten minutes, and it's a deep team right now, and we pick up McKenzie. But it's again we're finally almost to full strength, and that's a good thing.
We're talking about the health of the team. Last game against Austin, that Texas rivalry in this week, March the 11th, and during that post-match conference, you spoke about how disappointed you and the entire crew, is with the outcome of that game against Austin. Now we're going to Dallas. What are the key areas of focus that the team focused on during training to correct what you saw during the game against Austin?
I said after the game, and just said it before, there wasn't a lot wrong with the Austin game, other than we didn't make the plays. So scoring a goal, is that, that's the short answer. Scoring 2 goals when we have that many looks and that many opportunities in and around the box. There's some final product. There's some times that the service was the wrong one, or it was in the wrong, it was at the wrong angle or the wrong decision. So all this stuff needs to get cleaned up. But as far as the game plan, what we did against them was, again, what I thought the guys implemented very well, and it was a successful night. Other than we lost the game because we fell asleep, and we gave them probably 2 really good looks. So on the other side, that's the offensive. On the defensive side, there's one active defending component where a little bit of sleep, and then for the goal, we just really naive defending. So we can't be lured just because we have the ball at times into this false sense of security. We really have to dial in and make sure that we see games out. And I think maybe that's been the message, if anything.
All right, appreciate that. Wish you luck on Saturday.
Okay, Sam. Thank you.
All right, Jorge, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How big are derbies for you and the squad, and just the importance of it being against Dallas?
We understand. I'm new here still, but I'm starting to feel, each year that I'm here, I feel more. I feel more of this rivalry and how much it means to the fans and our players and the organization. So there's a lot of pride at stake when we play Austin or we play Dallas, and we'd love to respond. We'd love to have a response after the loss, and that's the plan.
Also, it's been officially announced the signing of Jefferson Valverde. What could you speak about him, or what could you tell us about him?
We lost Luis in the offseason, and we've been looking to replace a player that had some of his qualities. A guy who can also give Artur a blow every now and then. We really ride Artur, and we need to get some. We need to get a body in here that can give him spells at times so he can last the season. And it's this Jefferson's high quality, and he's going to come in here and compete. He wants to play, and I think some of that competition is healthy for our group, in particular in the midfield. So just again another piece to add to competition and depth.
Lastly, you speak about competition and how it's healthy. Tell me about the situation, or well, I guess the good and bad problems with your fullbacks at times.
Well, I don't see much bad about it. It's deep, and I would argue the same with our center backs. We threw out 2 back lines today, and they were both, I don't think I'd lose sleep if we were going with either back line. So that's a really positive thing, and that hopefully that competition brings out the best in the players that are going to be on the game day. But the games are coming. It's a nice time to get deep, at least in the midfield and kind of in the back line. So we'll be able to hopefully rotate as the games come fast and furious, and maybe that can help.
Best of luck, Coach. Safe travels.
Thanks.
John, do you have one, or are you all good?
I was just going to ask about Jefferson, and I was going to also ask about bringing in Jefferson and then bringing in McKenzie, how that adds to the depth of the team, especially with the congested fixture list coming up with Open Cup and the Leagues Cup in addition to the regular season.
You said it's we need depth, and we're always looking to add and add different pieces to push this team forward, and I think Jefferson will give us that. I believe McKenzie has some qualities, his versatility. We're not sure necessarily where that fits in, but we like his qualities. Super pacey, 1v1 ability, can score, good service. So look for him to maybe be come on out wide for Ibrahim or play in that spot for us out wide left. We also think he has some. He's more of an aggressive wing back. And we know he's played some 9 in his career too, so he's versatile. Jefferson is a holding You know, he's a 6'8", and looking forward to getting him in with the team. I think he's going to enjoy being here.
All right, thank you, everyone. Wrap it up there.